let's try to look at gold. But generally gold is too bullish, you understand? But then we just need to react to what we see, and as usual, let's just start our analysis based on the daily. So probably let's just hit this as the first or second touch right there, and maybe try to clone it. Let's have it right here, something like this. I hope that makes sense. Gold is crazy and crazily bullish. So if we hit the H4, we need to understand more what pattern, which level gold is currently, right? So yeah, we have seen first touch, the market went up, pull back. Now we kind of see that the market is almost hitting this level, maybe for a third touch, but I think this around 300 pips, which is still amazing. You might capitalize on that. So as usual, we anticipate once price hits that, we anticipate another pullback, something like this, right? So let's see if we might get a position and see whether we can get those 300 pips. So real quick, I'll just hit the 15-minute time frame and I see the structure that gold is trying to print. So over here, I think we should also try to maybe have another trend line, 1 2 right there, something like this, and I clone it too. So this is what we have, correct? Already prices have broken out of this as I'm recording this video right there, which is a good thing. Remember, we anticipate that gold has a potential of going to touch this trend line right there, but then at the same time there's this play right here inside this structure. So these are the levels that we should be looking for our entry, but then at the same time gold might just break out, retest that trend line and continue going up. So how will we take this entry? So now over here, I think this was a kind of a correction. We had a impulse phase correction. Now impulse correction, I think it broke, but I'm not a gold trader, so this was a good level to maybe look for buys. Stop below right there, somewhere around 38 pips, and maybe first target right there. That's a good one, almost 1:2. But generally I'm still anticipating gold has a potential of going to touch that level. So for a good entry, probably maybe let it hit this level, but for the scalpers you might maybe target that level. Then for me, if I was to trade gold, I could have waited for a touch right here, then take that entry around this zone. That's a good level to go in for buys, because we are generally still respecting these trends. That's it for gold. Let me see, maybe GBP JPY. Let's try and understand GBP JPY. Start from the daily real quick. What do we see now of this pair? Can I see that the market has been consolidating for the past weeks? The market moving sideways, which is kind of a good thing if we avoid this. But let's see what price is trying to do. Let me see, 1 2 3. Let's just see. As long as it makes sense, guys, we go for it. Correct. Now let me see H4. So you see the market has been moving sideways, guys. Look at this. Market has been moving sideways. So for a good confirmation, I think all we need to see is whether GBP JPY takes this high or GBP JPY takes out this low, right? So this is it. Remember, sometimes it might be a false break, then you see the market starts trending back to this consolidation, and at the same time we might get also another false break. We see the market going back to this joint, right? So if we get a confirmed buys, this is it. Probably we might anticipate GBP JPY create a new high, comes back. Now the moment it takes out this high right there, then I think that will be a good confirmation for buys. At the same time, if it does this, breaks out, goes back for a retest, then takes out this low, something like this, then that will be a confirmation for sales. So as usual, just anticipate a correction, go in for your sales, correction, go in for your buys, right? At the same time, you might see that this is just a trend. Price will be just creating a trend, go for your sell right there. Price will just be creating a trend, go for your buy. So it's just two-way, either we buy or we sell. So let me see, which pair should I try to understand? Nas100, let me see, because I believe people also like trading Nas100. So off the daily, let's hit the daily. Correct. Now the last high was this zone right there, then this was the last low right there. Correct. Now we understand that there's that possibility, of course, of Nas maybe going back to retest this level, but then at the same time, 90% rule the market might not hit that level, because if you look at this zone right there, we see that there was also a level right there that the market might try to respect probably before she dropped, right? So we might see a trend right there, something like this, as long as it makes sense. So if I hit the H4, we should see the pattern more clear, right? What do we see? Let me see, let's just have this right here. So this might act as a head and shoulder over here. So if we cut the head, you see, it kind of makes sense, right? But then if this is a head and shoulder, we should wait for a confirmation. Let me see what the H1 is doing. Let's just wait for a good confirmation. If that's a head and shoulder, let's just have it right there. So let me try to flip this joint. Correct. This is what I see. Probably, let me see, as long as it makes sense. As long as it makes sense, let's see. Correct. Now the anticipation is, if we are looking for sales, probably let it continue dropping, then now go back with a good continuation pattern. Probably once we get a confirmation, then I think that should be good signs to go in for sales, something like this. Correct. Something like that. And of course, our first target should be this level right there, but at the same time, you might try to target a risk reward of 1:3, which is a good one. But then if we're looking for buys, let me see this level right there. Probably if I do this, if you're looking for buys, just the same thing, let the market or price take out this high, because right now we see price created a new high right there. Correct. Now all you need to see, maybe price taking out this high right there, wait for a retest in a continuation pattern. Then once we get our bullish properties, that's when I think we should be looking for good buy opportunity, maybe targeting around that level, something like that. So like I said before, it's just two ways, either we buy or we sell. So if price is giving us selling properties, we go in for sale. If we get buying properties, we go in for buys. But then guys, until next time, adios amigos, peace.